to sentence you to 2 years in the state jail facility, give you credit for any time served. There's a $1,200 fine, time and money will run concurrent. This will run concurrent with 2022 CR 2906. And there's to be no contact with Fox Rent-A-Car. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney?
Yes.
Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to. Is calling 2026 CR 0000686, State versus Summer Munoz. Could I have parties announced?
State. James Seeloff for the defense.
And are you Miss Munoz? Counsel, have you received all discovery? Did you review it with your client?
Yes, I have, and I have.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Ms. Munoz, did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, we do on all the cases.
Thank you. State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yeah, Judge.
Ms. Munoz, did you review the court admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
By indictment, you're charged with fraudulent use or possession of identifying information less than 5 items. That's a state jail felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to $10,000 fine. If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea, gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent. By entering this plea, you're giving up those rights. Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, she has.
Do you believe she has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against her?
I believe she does.
Do you believe she's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
I believe she was.
Ms. Munoz, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
If you're not a U.S. citizen by entering this plea, you will be deported and denied re-entry. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And also denied naturalization. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes.
Do you believe she has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against her?
I believe she does.
Do you believe she's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
I believe she was.
Ms. Munoz, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to? I'm sorry, I already
You're
done
doing it
that.
twice.
I'm doing it twice.
I like your voice, so I just listen.
You just went along with it. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the plea? The court will find that the defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived her right to jury trial. That's what happens when I'm trying to multitask. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So everything, the plea bargain agreement that I previously stated, you understand that to be your plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense?
Yes.
State?
It is, Judge.
And did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you're waiving your right to appeal. The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, any such motions?
No motions, Your Honor.
Outside the agreement, the state is asking that you have no contact with the complainant and no contact with Fox Rent-A-Car. Did you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
That's a recommendation from the state, and the court does not have to follow that recommendation. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Then to the offense, how do you plea? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
State any evidence.
Judge, we have state exam number 1 and all attached.
No objection.
All right, did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney?
Yes.
Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent?
So,
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there'll be no live testimony? Did you understand?
yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court has reviewed the same. The court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, we are.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
We have worked out a pretty nice deal with the prosecutor on this and asked the court to follow. She's 29 years old and needs another break, one break. And she's gonna go to the TDC for 6 years, so that's what she's gonna learn.
All right, the court is going to sentence you to 2 years in the state jail facility, give you credit for any time served. There's a $1,200 fine, time and money will run concurrent. This will run concurrent with 2022 CR 2906. And there's to be no contact with Fox Rent-A-Car. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney?
Yes,
Did you understand it and sign it?
yes, ma'am.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Next, we're proceeding in 2023 CR 2906. Did you review the document entitled Motion to enter adjudication of guilt and revoke community supervision and First Amendment motion to enter adjudication of guilt and revoke community supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
Are you the same Summer Munoz who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2023 CR 2906 for the offense of tampering with the government record on May 15, 2023 for a period of 6 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, state, you may proceed.
Yes, Judge. Well, you will be proceeding on violation of condition number 1, specifically that on or about 3rd day of January 2026, in Berry County, Texas, the defendant, Summer Munoz, committed the offense of fraud and violation of condition number 1.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
State,
The judge will be waiving the remainder of the allegations.
any objections?
No objection, Your Honor. That's our understanding.
All right, did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 1, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you up to 10 years in the prison and up to a $10,000 fine? Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 1? Court will find violation of condition number 1 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
Yes, Judge. Following the defendant's repeated violations of the rules of safety and being kicked out of felony drug court, we don't believe she's recommended for probation. The agreed amount is 6 years to do in the Texas Department of Corrections.
Yes, and we're asking for the court to give her full credit for time served, including her safety time. Thank you. That's our understanding.
All right, are you asking the court to follow the agreement that you reached with the state? Are you waiving your right to appeal? All right, so here's the question for the court. Was Safe P successfully completed or no?
I don't believe it was.
Was it?
Yes, it was
It was?
successfully discharged. I have my certificates.
Okay.
And I didn't get an extension.
All right, this is what the court is going to do. The court will find you guilty, revoke, sentence you to 6 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served, and they'll make a determination on whether or not you successfully completed inpatient treatment or not. But the court will give you credit for any successful completion of inpatient treatment. Legally, that's required. The court will recommend the therapeutic community. Is there anything else with regards to sentencing?
Not from the state, Judge.
Nothing, Your Honor.
All right, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what that is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand? All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing, if you don't change the way things are going for you, only 2 things going to end up happening. Either you're going to end up spending the rest of your life in prison, or the last time you use may be the last time you use. How are you? How old are you? All right, so you have a lot of your life in front of you. But, you know, I have a friend who went through what you're going through. They're doing great now, but now guess what? They have to take extra care of their body because they said they just put their body through the ringer by doing all of these things, because there's a lot of health issues that comes with that. And so you're going to have to get it together. When you're released from prison, if you can't find a place to help you on your road to sobriety, come back here. If I'm still here, I'll help you, okay? All right, good luck to you.
Thank you, Judge.
Who else?
As long as we're still off the record.
Mhm.
If
Can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? All right, you can lower your hand if you'll state your name for the record.
Priscilla Garza.
All right, you may proceed.
Ms. Garza, how do you know Michael?
He's my fiance.
And where do you live? Do you live here in San Antonio?
Yes, ma'am.
And who do you live with?
And I'm only staying with my mom.
Who lives with you?
Me, my mom, and my two stepsons.
So you have two stepsons?
Yeah.
And do you and Michael have any children together, biological?
No, ma'am.
And just what are their ages?
One's 12 and the other one's 8.
And you are the kids were staying with you. Was that due to Michael not being able to live in the home with you and the children?
Yes, ma'am.
And
He wasn't able to stay there.
And is it your understanding that that was a court order when he was sentenced? And you are caring for his children, and do you plan to get married? Do you have a date or?
No, right now I just got the paper for him to sign because he's not able to be there, not be an absent affidavit.
Like a marriage by proxy, or is that what you're talking about? Like getting married without him being present?
Or if it's possible, yeah.
Yeah, just in case whatever the court rules today?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And are you asking the judge to continue him on his deferred?
Yes, actually, I am.
And was he a good provider to you and his children?
Yes, he was.
And
What, he's the only provider. Just, I gotta stay at home and make sure the kids are okay, and make sure they go to school. He's the only one.
and is there anything else that you want the judge to know that you've not already told them?
No. Just I know that his boy's missing and they want him home.
And his children are present, but not in the courtroom. Is that correct? I'll pass the witness.
Ma'am, I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name. What was that?
Priscilla Garza.
Priscilla Garza? Okay, and so how long have you been in a relationship with the defendant?
9 years.
9 years?
Yes, ma'am.
So you all were in a relationship with each other when this actual deadly weapon occurred?
Yes.
Okay. And so then you all were also in a relationship when he was placed on probation in April of 2025, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And when he was granted probation, originally, were you aware that he had a condition of an electronic leg monitoring device?
When he was staying at his grandparents, yes.
Okay. And then at some point that GPS device was removed. Are you aware of that?
Yes, his probation officer asked for it to be removed.
Okay. And then after it was removed, were you aware that the probation department never heard from him again? Okay. Was he living with you?
No, he wasn't allowed to stay with me and the boys.
Okay. So where was he living?
But the address at 318 Los Angeles.
Okay. And who else lives at 318 Los Angeles?
His grandfather, his uncle.
And were you aware that the probation office made multiple field visits to that location? And the people that lived there said that the defendant was no longer living there?
I'm gonna object to hearsay.
All right, that'll be sustained.
Okay. Were you aware that the probation office made multiple field visits to that location?
Your Honor, the fact's not in evidence at this time.
All right, that'll
We're
be,
gonna object and also
that'll
to
be-
hearsay.
that'll be overruled.
Were you aware that the probation office made multiple field visits to that location?
No.
And were you aware that the probation office was unable to contact them there at that location?
Well, I
I'm
know he
objecting.
was.
All
Also,
right, that'll be overruled.
Well, I know most of the time when they did go, he was at work. Cause he did work, cause that was one of his conditions on his probation.
Where was he working?
He was working for a painting company.
Okay. And so I guess you were unable to have contact with him as a condition of probation, or just?
He would just call and he'll visit the boys, but I know he was supposed to be under supervision. to visit the boys, but he never, sometimes he did, but I was there, but sometimes he didn't, because he always worked. He, like I said, he's the main provider for me and his boys. So
And
he's always working.
so correct me if I'm wrong, but the children, they're his biological children, but you're just taking care of them, right?
Yes,
Okay. And you said that he's the only provider, so you don't have any.
I don't have employment.
Okay. And so if you're asking this court for him to stay on, and he has not been reporting, like, what facts are you relying on to ask the court to continue with him?
Well, the fact is, y'all are asking him to work. So if he's supposed to work and he's not supposed to be there at the house when they go do a field visit or whatever, how is that supposed to even be possible? Because sometimes they do pop-ups and he's at work.
Okay, well, that's why there are multiple conditions in place. So are you aware that he was also supposed to report to the probation office?
And he would,
And a violation that he's pled true to is that he was not reporting.
before, when he first got on it, he was reporting.
When
After
he
that,
had the ankle monitor on, correct?
no,
Yes. And once the ankle monitor was removed, he pled true to not reporting to probation.
okay, well, I'm not aware of that because he wasn't staying with me.
Okay, and so you're asking this court, even though you have no facts in how he's performed on probation, you're coming up here and asking this court to continue.
Well, he does have 2 kids that he needs help me take care of. There's 2 boys. You try raising 2 boys on your own. When I'm not the biological mom, I'm the stepmom.
Alright. Don't you think the appropriate time for him to think of his 2 children was when he was stabbing someone, not when he's on probation?
Can I please leave?
No, dear, you cannot. Your Honor, I believe that that's a harassing question.
Is there a legal objection?
And yes, Your Honor, that it's not relevant or material, and it is harassing
With
the
regards
witness.
to relevancy, the court will sustain the objection.
Cross the witness, so.
All right, any further questions?
No further
All right,
questions.
thank you so much. Can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Absolutely.
All right, you can lower your hand if you'll state your name for the record.
Michael Anthony Foss.
All right, defense, you may proceed.
Mr. Foz, before you were putting on deferred, you got custody of your children, correct?
Long before,
About a year before,
way more.
2 years before?
than that.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so, your mother of your children had custody, and then CPS got involved, and then you,
I object to leaving.
Sustained.
so, tell me how you got custody of your children.
I got custody of my children, fighting for them for more than about 8 months. While I was doing federal probation, federal classes, at the same time doing state classes and state UAs, I believe is what they said. And they were coexisting with my federal PO at the same time. And I found, and then the judge who, I believe, I don't know the proper name, for the kids, I guess for CPS, that judge at that time in CPS, the state found fit after all my certificates while I was wrestling with federal probations and state agencies at the same time, while working a full-time job, supporting my kids. That they found that I was fit to be the father, and they found fit to terminate the rights of their biological mother.
And, so you have custody, you have your fiance, and, how many households were you supporting after you got on this deferred in April of 2025?
Okay, when I moved in with my grandparents and my uncle, my grandfather's house, I'm sorry, my grandmother passed away. When I moved there, of course, I'm not gonna take advantage of my family, so I'm paying rent there, about $450 to $500 a month. I'm still supporting my kids because that was one of the stipulations, support to dependents. So I'm paying about $300, $400 there for them. Then I'm paying my cell phone bill. Then I'm paying UAs when I go take the test. I gotta pay for the parenting class, $85 off the rip. I did 5 out of 10 classes, hostility classes. The only reason I didn't do the other 5, man, I really tried to knock it out. And I realized that we couldn't do the other 5 is because the other 5, they wanted to do them as a one-on-one, I believe it was. And he said he was gonna call me, like I told him. I had to go to work because all these places, and that's not including my food that I was eating on the day.
Right, so here's the thing. The state recommended that you have deferred. What I want to know is, you pled true to violation of condition number 2. So I wanted to know why you missed drug testing. You pled true to violation for condition number 4. So I want to know why you missed reporting.
Simple fact, miss. I wasn't paying my restitution, what did it call, constitute, the $4,000 that I had to pay?
Mhm.
I was paying 2,000 when I filed my taxes, and I told Mr.
But what does that mean about the not taking UAs? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Why were you not taking your UAs?
When I stopped reporting, ma'am, I didn't go take the UAs run. Because I was afraid that I was gonna get arrested, because he was getting on my butt about.
Okay, do I not tell everybody if there's an issue with probation? If you have an issue, let probation know about it, and if they're not addressing it, you can come and address it with the court.
See, yes, ma'am, and
So why didn't you do that?
my assuming, it's plain and simple, my stupidity assuming, ma'am, I'm not gonna make an excuse. I assume, because it's never been, this is the only state thing. In federal, when they tell you is, you don't do it, it's bye. No ifs, ands, or buts, man. And I was scared. And I was just literally trying to buy time to pay this whole freak off. That's it. There's the whole thing off. You know what I mean? I was working, everything, and I did report after the monitor was off. I did do several UAs after the monitor was off.
And so when was the monitor taken off?
Even that gentleman,
No, when was the monitor removed? Does anyone know?
I can tell that, I really don't know, ma'am.
Defense, do you know when the GPS monitor was removed?
I thought it was, it's either August or September.
State, do you know when it was removed? All right, probation, do
Well,
you,
no, actually, that was July 9th.
okay, July 9th? So when it was removed in July 9th, were there any missed appointments, or is the first missed appointment in October? Does anyone know that?
Did UA in September 2025, and that UA was negative.
The last UA was on 9/19/2025, and it was negative.
So it appears that something happened October and November. So does anyone know what happened with him for October?
Your Honor, I think he was trying to explain that when he would go in, his officer was, according to him, putting pressure on him to pay these fees. And, you know, my client is a very verbal person, and, you know, I think there was not a meeting of the minds that this court would never revoke somebody for monies. We don't have debtor's prison, but he was getting pressure that he had to pay this money. And he's supporting 2 households at this time. And he is working. And I want to talk a little bit about work, because he had, when one job would stop, he would get another one in between. He's a painter. So if they didn't have a house to paint, he would go and he worked with another person to be working this entire time to support his children and to support these 2 households. And he does not get subsidy from CPS case. He is the biological dad. He did get custody of his father. And Your Honor, I did go back and look at the sentencing on YouTube, and I couldn't hear everything because I think there was an audio problem. But I think the court had concerns of why he couldn't live with his children. And the concerns were the nature of the offense, and the court wanted to make sure he was not gang affiliated. Those were the 2 things that the court expressed, say, hey, but we can change that. And you did say that. And according to my client, he is not gang affiliated. They did the gang referral of the gang process.
So you're telling me with the tattoo that he has on the top of his head, that's not gang related? Nobody loves San Antonio that much. I mean, I think San Antonio is a great place to stay, obviously, because I'm here. But usually those are gang affiliations.
But did you do your gang evaluation?
Yes, I did. Yes, ma'am. You ordered it under custody, as a matter of fact.
He had to, and that was correct. He had to stay in custody to do his TAP evaluation, and they were gonna do the gang affiliation or
Gang affiliation complete.
The judge gave him a clear choice: to comply or go to prison. After admitting to missed drug tests and probation violations, Michael Foss stood before the court with no excuses left. He waived his right to appeal. The judge revoked his probation and sentenced him to 2 years in prison. Decision final.
May last year, Judge.
And what were the results?
Yeah, they determined there was no affiliation.
That's shocking.
Mhm. And he did whisper to me that he is in,
They do custody.
yeah, so he's not with the gang, with any type of gang in the jail.
All right, state, what are you requesting? All right. This is what the court is going to do. I'm going to give you two choices. There are no other choices. These are your only choices. Do you understand?
Understood.
All right. One, I do note that the state was, not this prosecutor, but the previous prosecutor asked for 4 years deferred. So the court placed you on 5 years deferred adjudication based upon my review of everything. So one, I will revoke you, sentence you to 2 years in the prison. Or two, I'll continue you and you're going to be on GPS until further notice, and it'll be GPS for employment only. Which do you prefer?
Can we step back, Your Honor?
Mhm.
Yes.
All right. We're back on the record in 2025 CR 002639. Which do you prefer?
The 2 years.
Okay. So are you waiving your right to appeal?
Yes.
All right, court is going to grant the motion. Revoke. The court is going to sentence you to 2 years in the prison. You get credit for any time served. There's an affirmative finding of deadly weapons. And there's to be no contact with the complainant. Review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney. Did you understand it? All right, because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what that is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. And because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you, sir.
One moment. And are you Star Bright? Did you review the document entitled motion to enter adjudication of guilt and revoke community supervision and First Amendment motion to revoke community supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
Are you the same Star Bright who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2024 CR 007825 for the offense of possession of controlled substance penalty group 1 to 4 grams on September 17, 2024 for a term of 8 years? Is that you? All right, state.
Judge will be proceeding on a violation condition number 2, specifically that on or about the 20th day of August 2025 in Barrett County, Texas, the defendant, Star Crystal Bright, did then and there illegally use a controlled substance, namely amphetamines, in violation of condition number 2.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
The judge will waive and abandon the remaining allegations.
Any objections?
No objection, Judge.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 2, the court could find you guilty grant the motion, sentence you up to 10 years in the prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 2? Court will find violation of condition number 2 true. State, what are you recommending?
Judge will be recommending to waive an amendment to DDRF. This is a probation's recommendation. The defendant's picked up a new drug case and our pretty much needs inpatient treatment, so DDRF will provide.
And defense, what are you requesting?
Judge, we're asking obviously something different. We're asking that she be continued on deferred. She had, and be given outpatient treatment. The allegations are that she was scheduled for outpatient treatment before, failed to make 2 intakes, but was doing a different program, was not able to provide proof, but that was not disapproved by the probation officer.
Mhm.
She wants an opportunity to show the court that she can do an outpatient treatment. She has 3 grandchildren. Her daughter needs help, 2 to 13. She has mental health issues. We're going to ask that she be managed by the MEC, supervised by the MEC. She understands she has a problem. She wants help with that problem. She was trying to get help herself. She's just has some problems herself getting that done. She believes that she can do an outpatient treatment and help her daughter take care of her kids. That'll give her some stability, if you will. I think it would give her frankly, would give her an opportunity as well to build some self-confidence that she can do something with her family, useful, and for herself. She's willing to do that. She knows she needs help. She does have her mental health issues, primarily diagnosis and anxiety. That gets in the way of getting some things done on her own. With next supervision and her agreement to do an outpatient, whatever the probation says, outpatient treatment, she believes she can get this thing completed.
All right. So probation, I have previously recommended felony drug court for her. Was she ever interviewed by them?
She was not eligible, Judge.
All right.
According
And,
to the report.
all right. And do we know why she wasn't eligible?
It doesn't say on
It
here
just
why.
does not eligible.
Yeah, it just says it does not qualify for court summary, Judge. Doesn't give a reason, unfortunately.
All right. So here's the thing. I think you need a form of inpatient treatment. I don't know if DDRF is appropriate or not. Probation, will DDRF address any drug issues or just mental health issues?
It will address both, Judge.
But the wait time is long, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
All right, this is what the court is going to do. The court is going to deny the motion. Alternate amend conditions. And what I'm going to want is I'm going to run a this is going to take place in custody. Counsel, I'm going to ask for a re-referral to felony drug court. And if maybe you can talk to them, because they do have a dual diagnosis program. And they'll
Right.
make the determination of whether inpatient treatment or outpatient treatment is appropriate for you. And if not accepted, will SafeP address mental health issues?
Under the cognitive tract.
All right. So if not accepted to that, then it will be SafeP. What I'm going to tell you is the wait time to DDRF is, how long is it? 13 months, 20 months,
It's about 4 to 6 months.
4 to 6 months. So court would deny the motion, alternate amend conditions for the following, and this is to take place in custody. There's to be a re-referral to felony drug court. Defense, you'll talk to them, see if they'll accept her. And if not accepted, then SafeP. Is there anything else?
I'll contact the drug court.
And probation,
Yes, sir.
there is to be no unsupervised contact with minors. I'm sorry, what?
That would not let her take care of her grandkids.
I mean, she's not in any position to be doing that right now. Of course, that will change once if she's accepted in felony drug court will make that decision. If she's not accepted in felony drug court and she goes to safety, then she can always come back here and I'll reconsider it. But I can't in good conscience allow her to do that if she is not clean and sober and on, you know.
So we
A
can
good track.
readdress it as
Yes.
appropriate. Right. All right,
Thank you.
okay.
By indictment, you're charged with possession of controlled substance penalty group 1 to 4 grams. That's a third-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in the prison and up to $10,000 fine. If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent. By entering this plea, you're giving up those rights. Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes.
Counsel, is there an application for deferred adjudication or no?
It should just be for community supervision, Your Honor.
All right. Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I do, Your Honor.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
I do, Your Honor.
Sir, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter the plea? Anyone promised you anything other than the plea? Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented? If you're not a U.S. citizen, by entering into this plea, you will be deported, denied naturalization, and re-entry. Did you understand? Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it? According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 4 years in the prison. There's a $1,000 fine that will be probated, and the state recommends community supervision. Did you understand that as your plea? Defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
State?
Yes, Judge.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places? By signing that you're waiving your right to appeal, the only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand? Counsel, there being such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Outside the agreement, the state is recommending that your community supervision be for a term of 4 years. There'll be 100 hours community service restitution, the DOEP course, the MRT, and regular UAs. Did you understand those were recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations? Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? State, any evidence?
Judge, we offer say exhibit number 1 and all of its judgments.
No objection, Your Honor.
All right, state, you may be excused.
Thank you, Judge.
Did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent? Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports? But most importantly, there'll be no live testimony. Did you understand? Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Please, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
We would just ask the court to follow the agreement.
All right. So when's the last time you had employment?
12 months ago,
And what is your employment?
then a factory.
So how often have you been using?
About a month.
So here's the thing. I need you to be honest with me because I'm trying to set conditions that will help you, okay? So do you have a support system? And who is your support system?
My parents got separated, so they moved back to the city of Philadelphia.
Mhm.
They support me there.
All right. Are you asking
Homeless.
that your probation be transferred to Pennsylvania? All right. Do you know what county that is?
Philadelphia.
I'm sorry?
Philadelphia.
So it's Philadelphia County?
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
I have to double check, but it's not 100% sure.
but it's Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Yes.
I have to contact them first,
And do you have any children?
no.
All right, this is what the court is gonna do. Court is finding you guilty. The court will sentence you to 4 years in the prison, suspended and probated for 3 years. There's to be regular random UAs, regular reporting by Zoom or in person. There's to be a transfer to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. You're not transferred to Philadelphia until you receive approval. So until you receive approval, you'll have to remain in Bear County. Do you understand?
They're not gonna approve it. They won't approve it.
Why not?
I don't have the. I have a phone number, but it's, they won't answer the call.
Well, here's the thing. You're telling me that you want your probation transferred to Philadelphia. So I'm gonna ask probation to do what they need to do to see about transferring it to
I
Philadelphia.
can't get it. Yeah. And I stay here in Bear County.
So you don't want to transfer it to Philadelphia?
I'm out.
All right, so there's no transfer to Philadelphia. There's to be proof of employment within 40 days of release.